What up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with another dope reaction for you. What is Hump Day? The middle of the week is here, and man, I've been excited for this one because we are jumping back into some Grian versus Mumbo, Redstone versus building. That is right, we reacted to Mumbo's video last week, and this week we're reacting to Minecraft building versus Redstone, Grian versus Mumbo. So this is Grian's video, and last week I believe I had Grian up 3-2 against Mumbo, so we'll see how this video finishes out and who wins. And fam, as usual, make sure you show some love and support to Grian and Mumbo by subscribing to their channels and liking these original videos. And then if you enjoy my reaction, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it helps out the channel. But enough talking, let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats. Woo-hoo. It's game time.
Hello, my name is Grian, and I have a very, very special video for you.
Are you okay
today.
there, Mumbo?
I'm joined by Mumbo Jumbo, and
hello.
I think we've had this video planned for since September, probably. So 3 months. 3 months has been in the works, I think.
Yeah,
I'm really interested to see like what are the categories of this one, because the last one was pretty good. I really enjoyed the last video.
It's one of those things that we really wanted to do well.
What we've got for you today is 10
Mumbo, you can hear in his
Minecraft
voice he's sick.
categories, and we thought it would be fun to have a friendly competition to compare how we approach each one
friendly
with
competition,
building
bro.
and
They wanna
Redstone.
win.
So obviously I'm going to be approaching these problems with building, and Mumbo's going to be tackling them with Redstone, and we're going to compare them. I'm going to be covering 5 of them, and Mumbo's going to be covering the other 5. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, right?
I think we've kind of covered it. Now we just want to clarify once again, because we don't want to turn the comment sections into war zones here.
Yes.
This is
No,
a
Mumbo
friendly
did better.
competition.
Grian did better.
It's a friendly competition. We
friendly.
don't hate each other.
No,
Grian's
We're all
up
good.
3-2 though.
But I'm definitely going to win.
Friendly. Okay, right.
Should
Should we get started? Should we just get straight on into it?
Yeah, so the first one, as you
fam,
can see,
this
is
is gonna
farming.
be
How
tough.
we tackle farming. Should we go for my one first?
I already know this can be tough, fam. Like, if you guys have seen any of my Minecraft content, you know I'm a builder. And if you've seen any of my Mumbo Jumbo content reactions, you know I don't know anything about Redstone. So I can already tell, this is absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna love this. It looks like these are maybe some greenhouses. Beautiful. But Redstone farming is where it's at because you get a lot of it. It's super efficient. You can put it in a smaller space. This is gonna be tough, chat.
Yeah, we'll go through yours.
Now, what I've got for you
I don't know
here
what to
today
pick.
is a
And I haven't even
sounds
seen
like
Mumbo's yet, but I
like
love how
showing you
Grian's
my
looks.
cake that I've just made. Here's what I have for you today. What I have is a Victorian-style greenhouse.
anvils.
So
Wow.
this is very British.
Yep.
And we can
very
sort of walk
British.
through our gardens. We got wrought iron gates. Now,
looks
obviously, there's not a lot
beautiful,
of farming going on in this part, but it's
No.
all the farming is actually happening inside the greenhouses. And I thought it was quite a neat way. It's quite a neat and tidy way
It is.
of farming your stuff.
Not really a lot though. Like, this is definitely not efficient by any means because there's not a lot of farming in here, but it looks beautiful.
This is really. I love like the hanging down areas here, the chest, the storage up at the top.
There's nothing in them, but yeah. It's
yeah,
cool.
I thought I'd just quickly check in case you were chucking in some Easter eggs. But no, this is
Beautiful.
really pretty. Like I want this in my back
Chef's
garden
kiss.
kind of thing. This is the sort of thing that I'd love in my back garden. This is like quintessentially, you know, perfect farming. And I love the area out here as well. This courtyard area that you have going on.
Yeah, so
amazing.
it is entirely to do with how it looks. It's not very productive. Like, if you're looking for fast wheat, this is definitely not the way to go. But if you want to impress your friends, then this is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is really nice, and I love the use of the sugarcane as well. Like you have, to be fair, you have all the different types of farms as well. You got cocoa beans going up. You got rhubarb. Is it rhubarb or is it beetroot? Is it beetroot?
Beetroot.
I always say
Yeah,
rhubarb.
beetroot.
I always think
It's
it's
because
rhubarb.
it looks
in
like
these things.
rhubarb.
Yeah. But no, this is cool. I have some
Yeah,
tough
sir.
competition here. I think
This
the
is tough,
only
chat.
way that mine is better. I mean, if See, I feel bad because we go from yours and yours is all pretty and lovely, and then you go to mine and it's like a woolen iron mess.
Yours is intentionally meant to be just a
it's gonna
bare
be
bones
insane,
redstone.
the
Because
production.
if you built anything, then it would be building versus building and redstone. And
Yeah,
that's not,
exactly.
That's not
I
what
feel
it
like
is.
I should clarify that mine are designed to be entirely functional with no prettiness going on.
I mean, again, Mumbo is doing the redstone point of view, so yeah, it's not
So
going to be
it's
pretty
all
by
just
any
very
means.
industrial.
But
But
look,
you
it's
can
already-
see that we have a lot of different types of farms. In fact,
Wow,
I've
he
actually
does.
I think I've gone for pretty much exactly the same farms that you've gone for. We've got sugarcane, we've got 4 sugarcane farming modules, all of which are being controlled by a clock that you can see firing there. It shoots all of the items into the hoppers, which sends them down into the chest at the bottom. And you can see that while we've been just standing around looking
Like, chat, look at that. Since they started this video, that's crazy. That's bananas. I mean, there's no bananas, but you get what I'm saying,
your
chat.
farm, we've actually got a whole bunch of resources here. So
Yeah,
that
it's
is
been
the one
churning away
positive.
in the background, and it's
Yeah.
produced a lot. We don't actually have
That's
melons
crazy.
in our one over there. There's nothing.
Oh no.
Nothing in there. So you got melons on us. This is cool actually. It's producing well. You don't. The great thing is you don't have to do anything. You just sit there and let it go. If you
Yeah.
put this
Let it
in a giant
go.
greenhouse, would it look
Let
any
it
better?
go.
Probably not. Okay, so explain this bit up the top. Is this wheat up here that's supposed to be?
Yeah, so this is the point
Washes
of
it
this
down
one.
with
Now,
water.
wheat is one of those ones that unless you're using villagers, sorry, I've just taken some seeds out there. Unless you're using villagers, you can't really automatically farm wheat. But the idea is that the player would come along, they'd place in all of the wheat, and then once all of it is grown, they would then hit this button up at the top, and that would send out a whole bunch of water, which will then
it down.
break the wheat and push it along,
okay.
and then it will end up in the hoppers at the end there, and then the water will automatically turn off
Winner,
as well.
chicken dinner.
But
So
normally,
that's kind of the idea of that one. It seems to have gotten itself a little bit stuck, but we'll ignore that.
normally you'd use.
It
You'd use
don't work,
villages.
Mumbo,
So
that don't
all
count.
Of this sort
Yeah.
of confounded redstone stuff. It baffles me because I don't.
I don't know, Chad. This
you
one is
normally use
tough,
villagers and
bro.
then just take their hard work.
I'd say so. We've essentially seen 6 now. Out of the 6, this is the toughest
Away
to
from
grade.
them.
Exactly, yeah. So the villagers basically go around, they plant the wheat, and then they drop it, and you have to make
Whoops.
sure that you have a perfectly
Efficiency.
sized drop chute. That means they miss the villager
Grian
that they're
did an
trying to
amazing
drop
build,
it at.
though.
It falls down a hole, ends up in hoppers, and then you can transport it off to your massive storage system.
Oh, of course, because
That's-
they actually share their wheat, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. So
Ah, I
it's a little bit of a
see.
technical one.
Okay, so now we need to quickly discuss who wins the
I
point.
don't know.
Yeah.
I think I gotta go
I'm gonna be
Grian.
honest. Just looking at them standing back, yours is beautiful. Like I would, as I say, I'm using the logic of would I want this in my garden? The
Yeah.
answer is yes,
Yeah,
and
true.
thus you win the point. Would I want that in my garden? No, I absolutely would not. I think you win. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll take the point because even I would say yeah, I'm really proud of
It's
what
beautiful,
we've
yeah.
made here.
It's beautiful,
All
bro.
right then. 1 point to Grian
Next
then.
one.
Right.
So that means we have Grian up 4-2.
Let's
But
shift over to
4-2,
defense.
chat.
Yeah, I feel like you should be worried for this one because defense. I'm gonna be honest. You know, out of the two between building and redstone, I feel like redstone can actually do some defense level stuff. Like
Yeah.
we have it's almost like spears versus drones with things attached to the
With
bottom of them.
yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Dropping bombs.
if we come in here though, I mean this is about
Yeah.
as much redstone as I'm allowed, a button and a door.
Yeah, that's very good. Very
we've
good.
we've got cactus, first line of defense, and then we've
Yep.
got a moat,
A moat.
and then we've got our little island with our dirt house on, a literal dirt house.
Yeah, very good.
Literally
Very
a dirt
good.
house.
So yeah, this is I've got to admit I'm not. Yeah, not the best,
Okay,
work.
I think
that's
we're already
been
gonna
done
give
on
it to
this
Mumbo
channel.
chat. This is bad.
The issue that I can take with this, Grian, is that you have explained all of this very nicely while we just walk through into the house. Like that you've explained all of this stuff.
Mobs
saying
don't know
how good-
I love that. He's like, yeah, you explain all this as we walk through with no hiccups. Anyone can walk into
But it
this.
is
do
for
that.
defense while we just stroll through and we make our way straight into the house, which is, I mean, I can understand. You have this stuff at the top. You know, we've got areas for you to shoot people down. I can understand. It will somewhat keep things out, and it will definitely keep mobs out. So let's say you're doing mob defense, and this will work pretty nicely. But I think against players,
Yeah,
you
okay,
might
I didn't
struggle.
actually
I
think
want
of
to
the
see what
players, I was
Mumbo's
only
does.
thinking of the
Because you
zombies.
can do some crazy
To
stuff.
be honest.
Okay, that makes sense.
Lava,
Well, if we take a look over
TNT,
here,
like
we have got a system
arrows.
that does.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
and
think
it just
I
happens
think he's
to
got
be
some arrow
facing
shooters.
my
well,
defense. So are we gonna?
you know,
it's like you're
it's a good way to show it off. So let's
Oh
go
my
down
God,
the
what's
line.
this gonna
Okay, so
do?
the first thing that we have, in fact, yeah, okay, the first thing that we have is we have got the fire arrow and
Oh my goodness.
these shooters.
Oh,
which
oh no!
oh no!
Oh no!
Okay, hopefully that hasn't destroyed anything that's off in the distance.
But yeah, builds off in the distance and now rip.
Okay, so we've got
Mumbo's
that.
build
I
is
just
on
want to point
fire
out though
too.
that my wall is still intact.
It does seem to be, but maybe not for long. I'll leave the lava droppers to the end because they'll drop it all in front of the build.
Okay.
We've got TNT launcher number 1,
Oh.
which...
Oh yeah, you done.
Stop!
You done.
Mumbo,
Grian.
stop! Mumbo,
You
stop!
done, Grian.
Oh jeez! Okay, okay.
You done, bro. You
Okay, so that one
done.
works. That one's working.
I just
So
want to
we've-
point out you've only managed to break one of my block. One of my
Okay,
walls.
okay. Well, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. So in the middle,
wow, there's more.
we have got an armor equiping station, so I can go in the middle here and I can get fully equipped up with armor. That's pretty handy. You can do
bussin'.
the same if you want to.
Looking
They're both looking very
fresh.
suave.
Nice.
We have got TNT launcher number
Okay.
2, which will send TNT
Oh,
up and
no.
over. Oh dear.
Oh.
Yeah.
What what were you saying there, Grian, about just one block missing, bro? Oh man. Okay. Yeah. I think we already knew Mumbo
Yeah.
was getting this.
I mean, yeah. So that works. That's
So it's
working well.
3-2,
And
4-2,
then
so
we
it's
have
4-3 now. Okay, Mumbo catching up. I like
my
the
word.
second team. Wow.
Very good. Very good.
Well, there
so
goes
we've
my
got
base.
that. We have got.
There's still more.
We've got a cat bomb, so you can do that. Oh no, the cat bomb's not working. Where have my cats gone? Oh no.
Oh, no cats
my
for
cats
you.
aren't functioning. Why did they not
Cat
work?
bomb, what does it to shoot?
I wonder
cats?
why. Anyway, so the cat bomb failed to deploy, but to make up for it, we also have these things up here, which are the lava pitfalls. So you can see that right now the floor is completely flush, and then when we want to, we can deploy these lava pitfalls here, which will will stop anyone. So if anyone's coming by, they're trying to get up onto this wall, you can activate, say for example, your arrows and everything. You can also activate your lava droppers as well, which will send out the lava down to the bottom. Basically, it's going to be pretty difficult to get the person that is standing on top of this thing. I think you would agree.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. You've actually made me
aside.
a little bit ashamed of my pitiful attempt at zombie defense.
Yeah, I mean, it was good, and it looks really, really cool.
I mean, it's a very protected dirt house. I agree.
You
I
like
think-
my dirt house?
Yeah, well, I do. I'm, and also I've said this many times. I'm a big fan of a moat. Okay, I love moats. I think that's cool. But I think the fact that your defense build is now somewhat in bits.
The fact that you wait. The fact that this isn't even like attack as a category. This is defense, and your defense mechanism killed my defense. I think you definitely win this point, hands down.
Okay,
Yes, I
okay,
agree.
yeah, I'll take
I
that. I
agree.
think I'll take that one. I'll take that one.
So 4-3
Right, let's
Grian
move
right
on, shall
now.
we? So the next one is a bit of a weird category. It's staircase, because staircases are something that you always need in Minecraft, whether it's going down to a mine or in your house or whatever. It's not something you might
It's a weird
consider, but it's
category.
something that everyone tackles at some point. And there's
Yeah.
so many different ways of doing it. Now, from the outside, mine does not
I'm very curious about both of these because this looks ridiculous. And Mumbo's, I'm curious about Redstone staircase.
look glorious. at
No,
all.
I mean, this is not the Grian that I know and love when
Yeah,
I'm
something-
looking at this
whatever's
thing.
Because
inside.
all of the
Oh, yeah,
staircases
there's a doorway on
indeed
the side.
inside. Now, if we come in
Right.
and take a look. Now, for this one, I've actually put on a texture pack because it's quite the gimmick. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. I also have the texture pack on as well, so
Alright.
hopefully it looks just as good.
Does this look familiar to you?
This is very Hogswart. This is Hogswarts.
Hogswart.
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts. It is. It
This?
is the moving
This is
staircase in
Hogwarts!
Hogwarts. When we came up with, when we had this category, we did think, oh, we'll just do a mansion with a very impressive staircase. And then I was like, no, that's what you and the audience will be expecting, and that's not what I'm going to do. We are going to make the Hogwarts moving staircase. So we've got some at diagonals, it goes all the way up, and there's paintings galore, but it only really worked if we had paintings everywhere.
Oh yeah,
with
you had to
all
have
of
all the paintings.
Hogwarts style stuff. Even some of them have like a Minecraft replica of Hogwarts, which is fantastic.
I did see, yeah, these are insane. Like I love the.
Oh man,
if I fly
chat.
over here,
Mumbo
the
Mumbo
Quidditch
better
one
made
is really cool. Like
the
the
best staircase
Minecraft
ever.
version of Quidditch there. That's pretty awesome.
So I think.
Oh wow.
Well,
Oh jeez.
Yeah, that's the one I was just talking about. It's awesome, right?
Oh, this is impressive.
So I know that this one relies on the texture pack, but it's mainly about the
the
creative
I agree.
idea on this one. I
Yeah.
know
It
it's,
looks
it's probably
amazing. I
not the
love
prettiest
this.
thing. It is just a gigantic rectangle with loads of staircases in, but the idea behind it was the craziness of it.
No, I definitely say you've done a good job. And working within this texture pack as well, like this it just suits it, and it looks really, really cool. And I think
Touche.
it stands to reason that I understood what it was instantly. That's a big thing for me. You know,
Instantly
as soon as I walked
recognizable.
in,
I didn't
it
have
was
to
like, oh, that's
explain
Hogwarts.
anything.
No, exactly.
I agree. Yeah,
this is
anyone that
super
sees
cool.
this and
Alright,
has
let's
seen
take a
Harry
look at yours
Potter,
then, shall we?
you know.
All right, no problem. Let's pop out.
All right, Mumbo, what you got, bro?
So that was my Harry Potter staircase.
That looked pretty insane, to be honest with you. I mean, you've done that extremely well.
I did have
You've
to
done that really-
slightly use a resource pack, but it was all about the gimmick. It was all
Yeah.
about the gimmick.
It gave it
And
the
it's ended up
vibe.
looking really, really cool. But
te-
I have to say, if we're going into Harry Potter level stuff, okay, and this is kind of Scooby-Doo level stuff as well, and
Scooby-Doo.
James Bond, just get all of it in. Here is the hidden spiral staircase. So right now, we have got a
Oh.
completely flat with the floor area. Yeah,
Oh, this is
you can see that.
genius.
And then if we flick this lever, you will see that everything is just kind of going to fold itself away. We'll get things dropping down, and then there we go.
Absolutely
Hidden spiral staircase.
genius.
I mean, the issue is, though, is that I'm going to point out the flaw in it. Obviously, there are holes all over the place. We've got slime blocks. We've got redstone blocks dotted around.
Yeah.
It's still
not
cool
pretty,
though.
which is a shame, but just to make it work, it had to be this way. Like, if you look in this area here, it's just like a horrible redstone mess with sticky pistons and redstone torches, and all of this is completely
I
visible.
like this
So-
a lot, chat. I mean, who doesn't like a disappearing staircase? Like, this is pretty BA.
I feel like the problem with Redstone is
though. I
look
love
at-
Harry Potter,
you've done
bro.
3 times as much redstone building as you have staircase building.
yeah.
And usually you'd have all of this covered up in game. So when you show someone, it's like people don't actually know how much redstone
No.
actually went into moving a few pistons. They're like, oh, I can make a piston door. It's super easy.
Yeah. That is kind of part of the
Mumbo,
problem, and
yours is
also the
good,
other
though. I
other
think I
issue
gotta
is,
give the
is
port-
that, say for example,
port-
you
the
wanted
point
to
to
build
Grian.
something over here
I think I
that
gotta give it
maybe
to Grian.
goes downwards. You can't. You're now working around this
Right.
absolutely enormous area of redstone wiring and things, which it does make it difficult. This is one of those ones that, as you say, the ratio to actual size of contraption
Right.
compared to the thing that's happening.
The
aka a
redstone's
small
like
staircase
100
dropping
times
down.
bigger than the
Yeah,
little
it's pretty high.
trapdoor.
It is pretty high.
Right, so what do we think? My gimmick versus your very cool hidden staircase.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's got to be you. It has to be you. I like Harry Potter.
It's
I
tough,
think it's
bro.
really cool.
I am
and-
a massive Potterhead. I am the biggest Potterhead. This is going to sound really
Biggest
weird. I
Potterhead,
listen
okay.
to the books because I really like Stephen Fry. I listen to the books
Yep.
at least once a year, maybe twice a year. Right, so I do like yours. So we're saying that it was mine then?
Yep, saying it's yours. Yours is the winner. Congratulations.
Yeah, I think I gotta go with that
1
too,
point to
chat.
me, and then 1 point to you, then 1 point to me.
So
So,
we're
it's
at
2
5-3,
to me. I'm 2
got
up.
2 left.
So
5-3,
we've only got
Grian.
2 more categories left, and the next one is transport. Now I've gone for transporting a human, but it looks like you haven't. This
No. This is a human transportation device. It's a strange one. It's a fun one. I can't wait to see you fly around in this thing. It's going to be
alright.
very interesting.
In good old British fashion, I've made. I've made a steam train.
anywhere.
This is beautiful, by
I've
the
made
way.
a steam train. And
Beautiful, it don't go
you
nowhere
might be
though. It's
wondering
not real
how you actually
transportation.
transport people around
pretty,
in this. So if you come over to the train station,
Okay.
we will board the train. Platform
Wow.
9 3/4, please.
This looks like.
Here we
Also
go.
a Harry Potter
So
thing
the idea
there.
is that we're obviously off to Hogwarts here, but
Yep.
the idea is that you build a track above ground that looks
Yep.
like this scale of build, and then
Yep.
what you really do is head on down into the carriage, and underneath is where you actually have a rail.
I like this.
Oh.
I like this a lot. So you're basically. This is.
Oh, wow.
You've
Okay,
got
Grian.
the fake good-looking track on top, and then
Yeah.
you have to pop underneath and just use a traditional minecart rail. That's very smart. Because I must admit, when I
That's
first
really
saw this, I was
smart.
like, well, this is all well and good, but can it actually transport people? That's the question.
Yeah, it can't actually move. The train never
No.
leaves the station, but it's sort of
There's a
like
station
just
underneath.
a aesthetic over the top of a very ugly looking thing.
Yeah,
I like
this
it.
is nice.
I like
I
it.
love the look. The minecart rails that you've built here, they look so cool. And the train itself, obviously, I mean, that
There's
goes
actually
without saying.
several ways of doing that, which I find interesting. That another way to make these rails is
Yep.
by using cobblestone wool, because when
Right.
you do that in a line, it looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
rails, and then what you can do is add that underneath,
I see.
and then you have your
I'm getting
ruts as well.
first-hand exclusive Grian
That's
building
pretty
tutorials
good.
here.
So yeah, there's loads of ways of doing it.
I
Depends
think
on
I
the
like
scale
the
of your
rail that
build.
he did better
Of course, yeah.
for the one that he
Oh,
has
man,
right
I
now,
need
though.
to take some tips off this because I'm looking around and every single wall has got detail on it. It has things going on. You've got buttons everywhere. You've got cauldrons. You're using anvils.
Very expensive way to build using anvils.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
are
of course.
invaluable. Right, let's take a look at yours. I'm curious of what this is going to do.
I'm
to me.
excited
Right.
for
Okay.
this,
So what you
chat.
need to do
Where do I
is
start?
Is this a walking
Okay, you need
machine?
to get yourself a minecart. Now, what I need you to do is make sure that so before you get in the minecart, land on the floor. Okay, and then, well, because you can't be flying, so you need to kind of,
Okay.
okay. So yeah, so you're now in the minecart.
I feel like I'm in a roller coaster ride.
Okay, here goes.
Uh,
Okay, so you're going up there.
oh, oh,
Okay, bouncing around.
is this how you get around?
Yeah, this is how I get around. This is how I move. So here we go. Up you go,
What?
and you're bouncing around there.
Ah.
Okay, you've ended up over here.
This
All
is
right.
straight up a roller coaster ride.
Okay,
Oh.
and up you go.
Oh,
Still going.
Now, this is
my
where things get
goodness.
really interesting.
what? Oh, you are kidding me. Why?
No, you weren't flying. You were meant to
Oh, you
shoot
should've
up
shot
into
him
the
up.
sky, but you kind of
Ah.
stayed where you were. Oh well.
No, that's a shame. I was really hoping it would go flying. I assume it worked on your test world.
Wow.
Yeah, everything. The thing is that when you're working with servers, I'm actually surprised
Mumbo got the
that
point.
this whole slime block system worked. The
Yeah.
reason you have to use the minecart is because essentially, if you want to we're going to get mathematical here. So
Okay.
the player position when it comes to servers isn't done Okay, I'm messing up the math here. But what I'm trying to say is that the player position
Oh,
isn't
this is
exact,
cool to
whereas the
see.
minecart position is. So
What?
the server basically knows where the minecart is at all times, so can do this sort of slime box stuff accurately. Whereas if
Okay.
you weren't in the minecart, it wouldn't really be accurate, and you could end up anywhere essentially. Let's see. Oh yeah, it does.
Oh, I
you
didn't
don't
shoot him
fly
up
off.
either,
Oh,
but it's
well.
okay.
Well,
It's
that's
still
it.
mighty
You sold me,
impressive.
bro.
That is,
I like this.
Dude, you win.
This
Straight
is, yeah,
you
this is
win.
amazing.
Are
you sure?
Dude, I wasn't thinking creatively at all. Like, no gimmick,
No.
nothing. I just made a train, and you just made. I don't even know what you would describe this as, a human bouncing machine.
Yeah, it's like ping. What is it, like pinball? You're like bouncing around like
On
a
to the
pinball in a
last
pinball
one,
machine,
chat.
just shooting about.
Wait, they
Absolutely
said
genius, and I
2-2.
now understand how that how that
Green won the
flings a
stairs,
human
the
up
farm.
there. I can
Mumbo
definitely point
won
to
the
you. We are two
transport.
apiece. That means it is all down to the final one.
The final
Hold
one.
on, what am I
This is
forgetting,
it.
chat?
Is
What am I forgetting? What is that? Farming. So farming, Grian. Defense was Mumbo. Oh, they are tied 2-2. So chat, it all comes down to this. Whoever wins this, if Mumbo wins this, my numbers, they tie overall. Or actually, I think it was 3-2 them too. Just we had it switched. So let's see what happens.
Okay, furnace.
Furnace.
Which is an odd category, but smelting is a huge part of Minecraft, so it was
Oh,
a
Chad, I think I'm
category
gonna be
in our
torn on
little
this too.
competition.
Yeah.
Let's
Because
take a look at
Grian,
mine now.
this is gonna look awesome.
The furnace block is pretty much all I need. for building.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. So all it is decorating the furnace block, creating a room that matches the theme.
Yes.
This is cool.
So what we've made here is just some furnaces around a big hearth, and then decorated the room to look like a blacksmith sort of hut, and it's sort of mixed into a cave as well. We tried to theme it around the whole blacksmith thing.
It looks amazing.
Chat,
Like, this is
tough.
If I could picture a blacksmith in my head, this is what a blacksmith
I would
looks like.
picture
Like,
this.
this is a very, it's just perfect. I've said this to you so many times now. I struggle building things that are in my head in
Yeah.
Minecraft. They just don't come out. If I'm thinking blacksmith, this is what I think I should be building in Minecraft. It wouldn't look like this, but this is the sort of style that I'd like to end up with. I mean, you've just got so many details. Once again, you've got all the
Seriously,
anvils lying
even
around.
with the buttons on the ground.
It's really, really cool.
So the buttons are
Looks-
like they're like rocks on the floor.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are like, why are there buttons on the floor? They're meant to be like
Yeah.
little pebbles.
Pebbles
We've got
and
these are meant to be like hanging iron baskets for like smelting and all that kind of stuff.
right, okay.
And we kind of mixed in the textures to make this cave or this fake cave look more natural.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
it looks
so-
so cool. I
It's-
love
it's-
this cauldron as well.
Dang.
I love
Okay.
it over the fire.
But you know, Mumbo's redstone though is gonna be crazy. There's just, probably, I'm guessing over there is a massive super smelter,
really good.
right?
It is what we've made here is meant to be it is kind of average. I'll concede that it's not particularly creative, but that's all I could really think of doing for the furnace category.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, to be honest, I was in a semi-similar situation to what you just described, because when it comes to furnace smelters in Minecraft in
Oh my
Redstone,
goodness.
there's actually not that many ways to do it. So what I've done is I've built basically the biggest possible that I could do furnace smeltery. So if
Wow.
we just go over here, so this one here is going to be, so that's the coal chest. We don't actually need to worry about that one.
Can I ask
if
a
we just
question
get
though?
some, go on.
How much iron does it take to make all of these hoppers?
Oh, millions! Like, it would cost a lot. But
Compared to like if you just smelted them and waited, like is it worth it?
yes, you will
a
see
good
that it is
question.
worth it once this thing kicks into gear. Check out how fast the items are coming out that chest for starters.
Whoa!
And
oh my
B,
goodness!
once these items actually start flowing in, I mean, you can see all of the furnaces have now activated.
I can see it all
And-
ticking away.
If we take a look, so if you actually look
Bruh.
in this chest here, you can see that the items are coming out as fast as the hoppers will allow the items to come out. So
Oh
now
my
it stops
goodness.
because the first set has
Wow.
come through, and then it will do the second set.
So I can
So-
put any item in here that needs smelting and it will work.
Yep, and it will be sent through. Now the reason that you may be wondering, why do we need so much redstone? Oh, interesting enough, I don't know if this is to do with it seems like the second set, I think this minecart might have been moved a little bit in the process of putting it onto the server. So this other side hasn't actually been taking any. There we go.
Oh.
So now this.
Oh, it's
so
gonna be
that was
going
only
twice
half
as
the
fast
machine
now.
working.
Oh my
Only
goodness!
half
It's,
the
it's
machine
even
was
faster
working.
now.
It's even faster than that.
Whoa! Look at that
What?
iron
But-
go.
Yeah. So the idea behind the
chat,
redstone in this
I gotta
one
give Mumbo
is
this point.
otherwise, if you didn't have this redstone here, then what would happen is the first furnace would fill up, and then the next one, then the next one, then the next one, and so on and so forth. You wouldn't get all of them activating at once. What this
Right.
redstone is doing is it's making it so that all of the items drop into
in.
all of the furnaces equally or near
gotcha.
enough equally. So you can see if you actually right click on all the furnaces, then we've got 3 in that one, 3 in that one, 3 in that one, 3 in that one.
Oh my
It's essentially
goodness.
averaging it out, so you get like an average load between all of the furnaces, and then they all smelt at once.
Wow.
And
So
it
it
is
means that
chucking
it ends
them
up
out.
being really fast.
That
Wow,
is-
I think Mumbo's got the point.
That's way
Which
better
means
than
the entire.
It's expensive, but I
Wow.
mean, I've got 9 furnaces, I think, and you have to put them all in by hand.
Yeah. This
Um,
is the good thing about certain redstone
Wow,
contraptions.
chat.
This is one of those things that you just kind of dump a bunch of stuff into.
I gotta
Like,
give again the builder inside of me absolutely loves what Grian made there. Super cool, but I mean, chat, look at that. I mean, that is a super smelter if I ain't ever seen a super smelter.
If you need
Super
10 ton of
smelter?
glass for a project, then just dump the sand into it, walk away, come back in 20 minutes, and it will all be fully smelted. Probably not even 20 minutes. It's ridiculously fast.
That is a
Ridiculous.
real time saver. And one of the
Ridiculous.
things about this one is you could definitely shape a big furnace to make this work. Like, I could
Yeah.
build around this and make that work. You, hands down again, you've won. It dwarfs mine in comparison.
Are you
actually.
sure?
Yeah.
Oh, thank
It
you ever so
dwarfs
much. I mean,
mine.
I got
I'll
him
take
tied,
that. I'll
chat.
take.
Because I had Grian winning the first Mumbo's episode 3-2, so they tied 5-5.
It is pretty
Probably
speedy.
used to this. You have to remember that I have very little exposure to redstone machinery. Okay, so
That's
like
very true.
this is blowing
very
my
true.
mind. I didn't know this was possible, especially as I've only been playing on the Evo server, so I've been back in time. Just there is no machinery. You could.
No,
I'm
of
in a
course.
version
You
where
said it,
pistons
the Evo
aren't even in
server.
the game
You
yet.
guys have been.
I know. Yeah, that must be tough.
Want me
That
to
would
react
be
to the
like a
Evo
nightmare.
server?
that would be a real struggle. Well, I'm glad to hear that you like my redstone
This
magic.
is awesome, chat.
And
I like
I'm glad
this.
to hear that now that we have it functioning on both sides. I mean,
I
I was
like this.
impressed. I was like, this is really fast. And then I hadn't
It's-
even realized that the
It's
second
pretty
half
much
wasn't even
done
kicked
now.
in.
It's got like a few more stacks to do, and it's finished.
Yep, and then it will just smelt through and
How,
It-
how
it
do you
will-
add coal to it though?
yeah, so this is the other thing, is that I noticed that the mine carts have been actually taken out. They seem to have disappeared. We're getting some funny server action. But yeah, the coal works in exactly the same way. You put coal inside that, and then
Oh.
it will be equally dispersed out.
It's disappearing
into all-
faster than I can replicate it.
Yep, so it will all end up in all of the furnaces equally.
That is genius. Absolutely
Wow.
genius. Well,
Awesome.
that is all 5 of the categories for my video, and Mumbo won 3 out of 5. So very well done. Yes,
Thank
alright.
you ever so much.
Well done. But it's not over yet. There's still 5 more categories to go, and I've saved some of my best ones for your video.
Oh,
He
God,
did
this
win.
Is gonna be,
He won
this is
Mumbo's
gonna be a
video.
challenge. Well,
So the link to Mumbo's video, if you want to see how this all plays out, is in the description. Head on over there and see who wins the competition.
Goodbye.
friendly competition, Grian.
Friendly
It's a
competition.
friendly
Very
competition.
Friendly.
Super
I'm totally
friendly.
not going to gloat
And they
for
tied, so it
hours
was
upon
friendly.
hours upon days if I do actually end up winning.
So thank you very much, Mumbo, for preparing all of these, and let's see
problem.
how this all plays out.
Goodbye. Oh my Lanta chat. Let me bring you in here. Wow. I gotta say, yeah. I mean, it's tied 5-5. I really love that staircase build. Hold on. Oh god, I gotta sneeze. Do I? Oh, I feel it. It's stuck. I really loved the. God, the sneeze is like right there. Okay, I think it went away. The farming, amazing. So that one was like really tough for me because you have looks versus really good efficiency, with the exception of the hay, but it's okay though. I mean, you saw just in a matter of like 2 minutes into the video, it almost had a stack of melons, 3 stacks of sugarcane, like amazing. But yeah, that the garden looked absolutely gorgeous. That the Harry Potter staircase was amazing. But then even that one, Mumbo's like hidden secret staircase, was pretty awesome. So chat, let me know, what did you guys agree on? Did you think, like, who won? Did you agree with the people who won? Did you disagree? Who'd you have winning overall if you watched my reaction to Mumbo's video last week? Again, I had it tied 5-5. And make sure you show Grian and Mumbo some love. Go subscribe to their channels, like this original video. And if you enjoy my reaction, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it helps out the channel. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, eat, sleep, and make beats. And as usual, be kind to one another. And that's all I got. Boom, I'm out. Gonna below the sauce gig. Woo! Peace out, fam. Love you. Have a great day. Boom.